Children, these are some MCQs, important MCQs on polynomials. Okay, now we'll start. The quadratic polynomial, the sum and product of whose zeros are 0 and root 5 respectively is. You will have to find the quadratic polynomial. Okay. So what is the quadratic equation of quadratic polynomial is x square minus sum of roots plus product of roots. Okay, if these two are the roots. Now you see what he is saying, 0 and root 5 are the sum and product is saying. So x square minus sum is 0 x plus product is root 5. So x square minus 0x plus root 5 will give you x square plus root 5. So which is the answer? This is the answer. X square plus root 5 is the answer. Okay. Now the next one. If alpha and beta are the zeros of the polynomial, x square minus p into x plus 1 minus c, then you will have to find alpha plus 1 into beta plus 1. Now what is the equation? X square minus p x plus 1 minus c. So what you can do is you can remove the bracket px minus p minus c. Now you see this is the x term and this you can make it as constant term. Okay, this is the last constant term. So what is a here? A is 1. What is b here? B is minus p. And what is c here? C is minus p plus c. Now what is saying? Alpha and beta are the roots, is saying, are the zeros. So what is the sum of alpha beta will be minus b by a. So what is b here? Minus p. So minus of minus p by 1, which is p. And alpha beta is c by a, so minus p plus c by 1, which is minus bracket, inside the bracket p plus c. Now what you want? He is asking alpha plus beta and alpha plus 1 and beta plus 1. So now you'll have to multiply alpha beta, not square, alpha beta it will come, alpha beta, then alpha into 1 will give you plus alpha, then 1 into b will give you beta, 1 into beta will give you beta, and 1 into 1 will give you 1. So it is, what is alpha beta? Alpha beta is minus p plus c. And what is alpha plus beta? Alpha plus beta is p and plus 1. Okay. Now open the bracket, minus p minus c plus p plus 1. So when you cancel this, what will remain? 1 minus c. So your alpha plus 1 into beta plus 1 is 1 minus c. 1 minus c. B is the answer. Okay, the next one. If the sum of the zeros of quadratic polynomial is this is a quadratic polynomial, sum of the zeros is 3, then the value of k he is asking. So 3x square minus kx plus 6. This is your equation. So what is a here? A is 3. What is b? Minus k. And what is c? 6. Okay. Now the sum is alpha plus beta is minus of minus k by 3, which is k by 3. But what he is saying, the sum of the 0 is 3, he is saying. So k by 3 is equal to 3. So what you can say is, now what, I'll give you one more step, I'll write for you. You see alpha plus beta is equal to k by 3 you got from this previous step, you got this. Now alpha plus beta is given as 3. So 3 is equal to k by 3. So k is equal to 9. So this is the answer. Okay, if minus 1 is the 0 of the polynomial, f of x is equal to x square minus 7x minus 8, then the other 0 is, he's asking, if minus 1 is the 0 of this polynomial, 7x minus 8, this is a polynomial, then what is a here is 1, what is b here is minus 7, what c is minus 8. One of the 0, just like the previous one of the 0 is minus 1, he's saying. So alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a, which is minus of minus 7 by 1, which is 7. So one of the 0, two zeros are there, no? These are the two zeros. One of the 0 is minus 1 plus beta is equal to 7. We got this as 7. So beta is equal to 7 plus 1. If this goes outside, becomes plus, so is equal to 8. So beta, so the other 0 is 8. Now, if the sum of the zeros of the polynomial is 1, sum of the zeros of the polynomial is 1, he's saying. So let us take p of x is equal to k square minus 14x square minus 2x minus 12. This is your equation. Then what you will have to do is, now open this bracket. No, it's not required. Just write a as k square minus 14, b as minus 2, and c is equal to minus 12. Now alpha plus beta, sum of the roots is what? Minus b by a, which is minus of minus 2 by a is k square minus 14. So this becomes 2 by k square minus 14. So what he's saying, the sum of the 0 is 1, he has given. So 1 is equal to 2 by k square minus 14, or k square minus 14 is equal to 2. K square is equal to 16, k is equal to plus or minus 4. So this is your answer. Okay, now the next one. If alpha and beta are the zeros of the polynomial x square minus 9. So x square minus 9 is a polynomial. Alpha and beta are the zeros. So here this can, in standard form, if you write this in standard form, this can be written as x square minus 0x minus 9. Okay, so what is a here? A is 1. What is b here? B is 0. And what is c? C is minus 9. So alpha plus beta will become again 0 by minus b by a, which is 0 by 1, which is 0. What is alpha beta? Alpha beta is minus 9 by 1 is 9. Now find alpha beta into alpha plus beta. So alpha beta into alpha plus beta. What is alpha beta? Alpha beta is 9. And what is alpha plus beta is 0. So 0 is here. 9 into 0 is 0. So 0 is your answer. Now, if the sum of the zeros of the quadratic polynomial is equal to their product, he's saying. So this is a quadratic polynomial. This is a quadratic polynomial. He's saying the sum of the 0 is equal to their product. So what is given is sum is equal to product. Okay. Now you will have to find the value of k, he's saying. So let us find alpha plus beta. What is alpha plus beta? Minus b by a. What is b here? 3 by what is a? A is k. Now you can write here minus also. You'll have to write because it is minus this one. Okay. Now what is a here? A is k. What is b here? B is 3. And what is c? C is 4k. Okay, this whole thing you'll have to write because k is constant, x is only variable. Okay, now alpha plus beta is minus 3 by k. Then alpha beta, what is alpha beta? Alpha beta is C by A. So 4k by k. So k cancel. So 4 is your alpha beta. Now what he is saying? Find the value of k. And what else is given? He has given that alpha plus beta is equal to alpha beta. So alpha plus beta is minus 3 by k. And what is alpha beta? 4. So 4k is equal to minus 3, or k is equal to minus 3 by 4. Minus 3 by 4. This is your answer. Now the next one. If alpha and beta are the zeros of the polynomial. So which is the polynomial here? F of x is equal to ax square plus bx plus c. This is the polynomial. He is asking you to find 1 by alpha square plus 1 by beta square. So alpha and beta are the roots. So alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. Alpha beta is c by a. Now what you will have to do? Find out 1 by alpha square plus 1 by beta square. So you will have to take LCM. So beta square plus alpha square you get, because here beta is missing, so beta square. Here alpha is missing, so alpha square. So beta square plus alpha square is nothing but alpha square plus beta square you can write, and alpha beta whole square you can write. Now alpha square plus beta square, you don't have any formula for its specific formula, but you can change to alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta. Now if I solve this, you will get alpha square plus beta square. How? Alpha square plus beta square plus 2 alpha beta. So plus 2 alpha beta and minus 2 alpha beta will get cancelled, and you will get alpha square plus beta square. So I can write alpha square plus beta square as this by alpha beta whole square. Now what is alpha plus beta square? Minus b by a. So minus b by a whole square. And what is alpha into beta? Alpha beta is c by a by c by a whole square. Clear till here? Okay. Now what I'll do is I'll erase all this. This alone I'll erase, so that now what I can solve this, no? So minus b by a whole square becomes b square by a square minus 2c by a, okay, by c square by a square. This I have done. Okay, now you will have to take LCM. A square, you have now b square minus 2ac, because 1a is missing here, so you will have to multiply by a, and c square by a square. This a square and this a square you can cancel. So b square minus 2ac by c square. So b square minus 2ac by c square. This is your answer. Clear? Okay. Now if x plus 2 is a factor of this and a plus b is equal to 4, then find a and b, he is saying. Okay, now x plus 2 is a factor of this he has given. So what is the 0 of x plus 2? 0 of x plus 2 is minus 2. So substitute minus 2 in this, what you will get? You can say f of minus 2 is equal to 0, because he has said that x plus 2 is a factor. So you can say f of minus 2 is equal to 0. So now in place of x you can put minus 2 whole square plus a minus 2 plus 2b is equal to 0. Okay. Now 4 minus 2a plus 2b is equal to 0. Now minus 2a plus 2b is equal to minus 4, or a minus b is equal to minus 2. How? you divided by 2. Divide throughout by 2. What you will get? If you divide throughout by 2, I'll show this in the another step. I'll show this for you. This is 4 here. So 4 square minus 2a plus 2b is equal to 0. No? So minus 2a plus 2b is equal to, if I take this 4 to the other side, becomes minus 4. Now what? I'm changing the sign. So 2a minus 2b is equal to 4 I can write. Now divide by 2. So 2a by 2 minus 2b by 2 is equal to 4 by 2. Now what you get? A minus b is equal to 2 you get. Okay, this is one equation and this is another equation. So by elimination method, a plus b is equal to 4 and what you got is a minus b is equal to 2. So when you cancel, you get 2a is equal to 6, a is equal to 3. Now a is equal to 3, you have substitute a here, you get 3 minus b is equal to 2, minus b is equal to 2 minus 3, minus b is equal to minus 1, b is equal to 1. So a is 3 and b is 1. A is 3 and b is 1. B is your right answer. Okay. Now if the zeros of the polynomial, quadratic polynomial, are reciprocal to each other, what he is saying is, this is the polynomial he has given and he is saying the zeros are reciprocal. So one will be alpha, the other one will be 1 by alpha. Then find the value of c, he is saying. So for product, what is product? What is the rule? C by a is the rule for product of two zeros. So you can cancel both of this. So this will become 1 is equal to c by a. So c will be equal to a. So what he is asking? He is asking the value of c. C is nothing but a. Okay. Now if alpha and beta are the zeros of p of x is equal to this such and such, then the value of alpha to the power minus 1 plus beta to the power minus 1 is what? Okay, now 2x square minus x minus 6 is the equation. Now what is a here? A is 2, b is minus 1 and c is minus 6. Now this is done. Now alpha and beta, the zeros is saying, so alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a is equal to 1 by 2. And minus of minus 1 is nothing but 1 by 2. Then alpha beta is c by a, which is minus 6 by 2 is minus 3. Okay, done. Now what he is saying, find alpha to the power minus 1 plus beta to the power minus 1, which can be written as 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta is, now when you take LCM, this will be beta plus alpha, which is nothing but alpha plus beta by alpha beta. What is alpha plus beta? 1 by 2. And what is alpha into beta? Minus 3. So 1 by 2 into minus 1 by 3, because if you take up, this becomes reciprocal. This 3 will become reciprocal. So minus 1 by 6. This is your answer. Minus 1 by 6. This is your answer. Okay, done. Okay, with this I conclude. Okay, next in my next video.